Hi, everybody. It is, what is it? Oh my God, it's Wednesday. For some reason, I was sitting here thinking it was Thursday. Oh God. Let me tilt this up just a skosh there. Get back a little bit. Here we are all kind of centered in here. Had a great time with the live stream yesterday. I love the community so much. And it's so wonderful to see how everybody has connected on it and shows concern and interest in each other. And it's weird watching the chat window because a lot of times I'm thinking about answering something and then I realize people are talking to each other on the chat. I'm just kind of hanging out in there. So it's great. I just absolutely love it. Really concerned for friends down in Texas. I've been watching the news and it looks like they're getting just slammed with some really hellacious weather. I just put a call in to Lyle Lovett to see how he's doing, and he didn't answer, so I'm assuming he's okay, but he's right in the heart of it, I think, of all the hell that's going on there. Dogs are over next door, just sharing everything in their lives with the dogs next door. I'm assuming that's what they're doing when they sit there barking all morning at each other through the fence. It used to be funny when Chumley and Peabody, before they passed, Chumley would go sit at the fence. There was a spot there right at the fence, and there's hedge and all that. And there was like this one opening. It's all chain link inside, so they couldn't get past through. But he would just sit there, and the dogs next door would sit there on the other side going crazy, and he would just sit and look at them, and then finally would just go, ugh! And then wander off. And when he passed away, I put a little basset hound statue there that sits right at that opening in the fence. So his memory is always there at the fence for the dogs next door. And he was so stoic, they may not know the difference. They may still think it's him sitting there, for all I know. I'm really glad everybody's been enjoying these trips down memory lane with me. I really enjoyed visiting Dion and Carol Sager. There's so many more to come. I keep compiling lists of people. But one of the things I really enjoyed was when we celebrated Carol's birthday. Carole King was playing along with the recording from our rehearsal. This isn't album, this isn't concert time, this is really casual rehearsal time. And I thought, I'll go visit James Taylor today because we were all on the same thing. It was the James Taylor Carole King Troubadour reunion. Oh, that's probably Lyle calling me now to let me know he's okay, or James and Carol calling just to say, what are you doing? We didn't tell you to do this. Okay, that's gone. But it was the Troubadour reunion tour that we did. I think it was 2010-ish, around then. And the thing that was beautiful about it was the original band from when James Taylor started in 1970 at the Troubadour. And it was Carole King on piano, myself, Russ Kunkel, and Danny Korchmar. And we put together the band for the Troubadour reunion, which took place at the Troubadour, and we did a week there. But then after that, it was so successful, they decided to do a full-blown tour, and we ended up going to Australia, New Zealand, toured all over the States. We were hoping to go to Europe, and that didn't happen. It could have, but it didn't. That's another story. And within the band, we had Robbie Condor was playing second keyboards on it. Carol was playing piano, and then Robbie was doing all the utility work on it. And Kate Markowitz and Andrea Zahn and Arnold McCuller were singing background on it. When we did the actual show at the Troubadour, it was stripped down without the additional musicians and singers on it. But this was a rehearsal for it, so I just decided to play a couple of tunes from that, just from my memories of it, because it was really one of those. It's one of those things. There's the old adage that you can't go home, and we actually all got to go home, and it was cool. It was a good home. being together was just, it was like no time had passed. It was like, boom, we just fell right back into everything. So first, let me go ahead and play. This is one of James's really lovely tunes, Blossom. And every time we would play the Blossom Music Center in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, as soon as he played this song, the place would erupt, go crazy. You know, it's like being up in Massachusetts, and as soon as he'd sing anything about the Berkshires, people would just go crazy because it becomes theirs. You know, they are now a part of that song. So here's Blossom. Let's just check this out. So this is rehearsal time. This is us and the crew for the most part.
Yes, please.
That's a nice little.
Little yakking and talking, sitting up.
She's been, huh? No, that's right. She can't help that. Blossom, smile, sunshine down my way. Lately I've been lonesome, blossom. It's been much too long. It seems my dreams have frozen, melt my cares away. Just send the sunshine down my way when I call my name. I know what you mean to say to me, girl, it's all the same. Blossom, there's an empty road behind. Sit you down beside. Blossom, there's a sweet dream in my mind. There's a song inside me. Take these chains away. Send the sunshine down my way whenever you call my name. I know what you mean to say to me, girl, it's all the same. I say blossom, oh blossom, sunshine down my way. Lately, child, I've been lonesome, don't you know, blossom? It's been much too long a day. Seems my dreams have frozen, melt my cares away. La 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 blossom.
And then we went on to a Carole tune after this. Let me see what else we got here. One of the songs I always love playing, I remember this when we were cutting this at Amigo Studios in North Hollywood. I forget which album this was on, JT or In the Pocket or Gorilla. It all becomes kind of a blur if you haven't done your homework, and I just sat down here and wanted just to, came to mind, but the song is Mexico. And I remember David and Crosby and Graham Nash came by and ended up singing background vocals on this. And yeah, it's just a fun tune to play. So let me go ahead and grab some Mexico for us. Now let's get to the top of this. Come on, don't do that. Well, I guess it isn't there.
Mind, but I
And there was always discussions after the song and what to do. We were still sorting out order of set. And I've talked about this, I think I talked about it on Carole's thing. The challenge was putting together a show when you have two people that have a body of work like James and Carole. Because, like I've said in the past, when we used to rehearse for James's tours, we would write down a ton of song titles on 3x5 cards, and then we would lay them on the floor. And we would just look at them and keep moving them around and trying to come up with a set that had uptunes and ballads and all that. When it came time to James and Carole, I mean, the place looked like a ticker tape parade. There were so many cards on the floor. And we still had to hone it down to about 25 or 28 songs, ultimately, for the show. And mixing them up, a James song, a Carole song, a James song, a Carole song, and just trying to keep the flow throughout this thing. It was really an unbelievable challenge because they were both such absolutely prolific writers. It was something to behold, looking at all that music on there. I'm not sure what else we had here. Let me see what else is on that. So I haven't practiced any of this. I'm just trying to remember this from just digging into the Wayback Machine. Maybe Danny Korchmar wrote the song Machine Gun Kelly, and we do Machine Gun Kelly in the Immediate Family. We do almost a slightly reggae version of it, but this was the original, and it's really amazing. You know, you start to check who's done these songs, and we were looking one night, and Nancy Sinatra had done a version of Machine Gun Kelly, and it's really, really cool. So you never know where these songs are going to end. Let me see if I can remember this one. Jesus, it's been a while, because I might start falling back into the Immediate Family arrangement of it, which is slightly different than what we've got going on here. Let's see if this works. Nope, that's still Mexico. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let me see. So that's how that goes. Let me go back to. Okay. Get the stuff. Oh, this is what rehearsals are all about. This is. Okay, now I know. Just snip that along.
Don't let her walk. It's time to watch out, Machine Gun Kelly. Be careful of what you do. If you keep filling your own, there ain't no telling what'll happen to you. Now the F. Machine Gun.
I love rehearsals.
We did. Okay. Okay, let's leave it out for the time being. If
As
that
you
was a
just
purpose, if it was a purposeful thing to do, then let's take that.
Okay, whatever you say, boss.
Yeah, I think I do like the bundles there. Well, I don't know, Russ. Maybe I like it better with the brushes. Maybe I like it better with the brushes. The sort of martial thing, military thing, in that one verse isn't really. You'd have to go to sticks to do that.
Caroline.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina.
I didn't even think of this one.
Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Leaning just like a
Really go way back in my mind.
Keep me from behind. When I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Carrying she's a silver sun. You best walk away and watch her shine. Watch her watch the morning come. Silver tear appearing now while I'm crying tonight. I'm going to Carolina in my
didn't even expect to be going into that one. Kind of the rusty old synapses here, but I barely touched this bass, and listen, still ringing, barely touched it. And it's just got the most I love this instrument. It's just fun to hear rehearsals. I mean, I've got some great rehearsal stuff with Toto, some sound checks that we did, and just burning stuff where we were just really going for it, doing some stuff that wasn't in the show, and I'm going to get to that also. I'm going to be revisiting Toto for sure, because I love playing with them, and there's a bunch of songs, and I've only done about 6 songs so far, I think, of Toto, so I'll get back to that again, and I'm still finding some Phil Collins' stuff in there, and I've still got more Judith Owen and Lyle Lovett, and I found another wonderful song today that was another Rod Stewart project that I did with him, and just it's kind of like this bottomless well. So I'm gonna keep at it, folks, and I've got a bunch of stuff to take care of today. It's a really busy week, and got a Japanese project, like I said, on Monday. So I just downloaded some. So if people are curious about things, like for this Mari Hamada project that I'm doing, let me unplug this here. Just get the little amateur night here. Great, pop that. So I'm working with Mari Hamada on Monday, and it's myself and Greg Bissonette doing bass and drums on some tracks that they programmed back in Japan. And Bill Drescher is engineering it, and we're doing it at the Henson Studios. But people are always kind of curious, like, what kind of parts do I have? And this is my bass part for this. So basically, everything's been left up to me on this. This is 5 pages of just guide track, each of the songs. It's kind of like that. Here's another song. And there's not even titles. This one is this. So it's always an adventure to get in there and start discovering and creating parts that fit with the song. There's certain guides that they have on the demo that they did, and then they always just say, go for it, make it your own. And this has got to be maybe at least the 5th album I've done with Mari, and she's great. She's wonderful. And it's been the same with almost all the Japanese artists I've worked with, Yumi Matsutoya and Iruka, and just so many of them. And so I'm going to work on that a bit today and try to dial in a few things, just make some notes on those before we hit the studio on Monday. Doing a college Zoom tomorrow with music students, and I'm looking forward to that. And I've got to get out the green screen and figure that out and start working on my part for the video for the next immediate family video, which is called Can't Stop Progress. It's a Danny Korchmar pen tune, and it is so timely and so perfect for now and kicks some serious butt. So I'm looking forward to that. So lots of crap going on here, and so I'm going to wish everybody a good day, and take good care. Stay safe, please. It's all I can emphasize every day. Stay safe, so that we're all here when this is all over and we can go on with our lives actually see each other in person, which would be really nice for a change. So I'm going to get running here. I'm going to go see what the pups are up to, and then I'm going to get to work, and I will see you all tomorrow. So take good care, and we'll see you then. Okay, bye-bye.